What is going on? What is going on? It's your boy Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, special education teacher, here to take the fear out of athleticism tonight. Not fitness, but athleticism. Because, first of all, let's start with the most obvious elephant in the room, and that is me. I am a fitness kinesiology, biomechanics professional. Okay? Not to my own horn, I'm dead serious. I do this for a living. I know what the human body does. I know how the human body moves. I could even go as far as to tell you what muscles are being used, when, why, and how. Okay? When it comes to this thing called human movement, nobody should be arguing with yours truly. But the case is, I got a case of people arguing with me about whether or not the great Giannis Antetokounmpo is traveling or not. Now, I've played basketball since I was about 12 years old. Up until I was about 16, I wasn't doing a very good job of even doing that. But once I turned about 15, 16, I started getting my skills and I started doing well, and I knew what I was doing with a basketball. I have studied the greats inside and out. How they move, I can mimic their movements. Right? And I'm talking about just from an observational standpoint. As a child, I was able to mimic their movements in practice. I knew if I did their move right or not. I knew it. And I knew I was wrong. I completely and 100% hated when I was practicing and training, because I knew I did it wrong. Based on what I remember seeing and how I saw it, when I saw specifically Michael Jordan, Tim Hardaway, Anthony Hardaway, Glenn Rice, Reggie Miller, you know, who else? Rod Strickland, Mark Jackson, all of these guys, I watched how they moved. And if I wanted that move that they got, Allen Iverson, if I wanted those moves, I watched it profusely. And then I mimicked it. And if I couldn't mimic it right away, I had somebody help me mimic it. So especially if they could do it, then I would watch them do it. And then I would keep watching them do it until I got it. And when I got it, you could not tell me I did it wrong when I knew I got it. All right? But I digress. I also went ahead and went to college studying human movement. Why? Why is studying human movement important to me? Because my degree is in athletic training, which is injury prevention and injury rehabilitation. So, and also injury prevention. So as a result, these are the three skill sets that are the foundation of my skills. So if you hurt yourself, and I happen to see it on video, I could explain to you exactly what you did, what was going through your mind, or what happened in the moment while you were doing what you were doing when you got hurt, and how we could prevent that in the future. What did you do that caused you injury? How can we fix it? And then how can we prevent it in the future? I am going to mitigate your movement. I'm going to emphasize your movement. So therefore, I have to study the proper way to move in these situations, especially in athletics, in order for you to avoid re-injury. Okay? So when I tell you I know what I'm talking about, I'm not saying it because I'm some egotistical, garden gnome that thinks too highly of himself. I know what I'm telling you. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my screen. Now pay attention, because first of all, what you don't know is the rules to the NBA dribbling process. Once you understand the rules to the NBA dribbling process, you will then be able to decide once and for all, is somebody traveling or not? Okay? Now, I'm going to explain it to you in a more simpler way as humanly possible before I move on. So, let's say you're dribbling the basketball, right? You're dribbling, and how many steps? First question I'm going to have for you is, how many steps do you get per bounce of the basketball? Do you get 2? Do you get 3? Do you get 4? Do you get 5? Or do you get an unlimited amount of steps so long as the ball is in its natural traveling pattern? So, for instance, what I mean by traveling pattern is, if you are bouncing a ball, if you push hard enough and you cannot pass your shoulder with the basketball. So, for those of y'all who are wondering, you cannot get this high you cannot get this high when you're dribbling. Notice that the ball, or this is my roller, but this is a ball. The ball cannot exceed the height of my shoulder. If it exceeds the height of my shoulder upon ascent, I am carrying the basketball. If I palm it, my hands aren't big enough. My hands aren't big enough. But if I palm the basketball and then dribble it again, it is not in a natural motion. So therefore, I'm palming it. It is a violation. Correct? Okay. So as long as I'm in the natural flow of the ball, and I'm just bouncing, and I'm just bouncing, and I'm just bouncing, and I'm bouncing, and I'm bouncing. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can get away with it, not meaning get away with it because the ref didn't see it, but if I could do it within the motion of a natural dribbling pattern, I can step as many times as I want. If I'm fast enough to take 100 steps between the time that it takes for me to bounce the ball and let it descend in my hand naturally, meaning gravity takes it over, that is the time frame that you have. So if you bounce it and you hold it in your hand and keep your hands flat open, however long it takes for that ball to rebound back to the floor is the amount of time that the referee is measuring to determine whether or not are you palming it, are you carrying it, or is it a natural dribble. Okay? So now that we understand that, and I can take as many dribbles as I want, what is the difference between taking 1,000,000 dribbles versus bounce, take 1,000,000 dribbles, snatch it, catch it? If I took 1,000,000 dribbles and in the process before it officially fell to the floor again, I took it, I palmed it. This is the moment I palmed it. My left foot is on the ground. I palmed it. Put my hands together. Right? Then 1, 2, jump to the side, lean over, and take a shot. Did I travel? Did I travel? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to let you see Giannis do it. I'm going to break it down piece by piece.
One dribble, right?
So he dribbled, right? He bounced the ball. We established he's bouncing the ball.
There.
He catches it in his hand. Is the ball, is his hands directly underneath the ball? Yes or no? Let's start there. Is the ball on top of his hand completely, or is it off to the side where he could push to cross over, or where he could manipulate to snatch it back? Right? He can still manipulate the basketball. Am I right? He can still manipulate it, but it's not underneath, so he's not carrying, right? The reason why I know he's not palming the basketball, pay attention to the rotation of the ball, right here. Pay attention to the rotation. Do you see it spinning in his hand? He is demonstrating that I am not palming the basketball, because if I were palming the basketball, the natural rotation of my dribble would cease to exist. Now watch this. It's still rotated. Still rotated. Now, watch. Both hands are on the basketball now. This is called the gather step. The minute he puts two hands on the basketball, this is when you are officially required to only take 2 steps. You can't take any more than 2 steps. If you take more than 2, you're traveling. If you take more than 2, you're traveling. So, let's count. Don't count his left foot, because when he gathered, his left foot is on the ground, meaning that is his 0 step. He never took a step once he gathered the ball yet. He gathered it, that is not his pivot foot, believe it or not. Okay? Now, if he stopped on a dime right here and didn't continue with his motion, his left foot is the pivot foot. If he broke stride and stopped dead center, his left foot is the pivot foot. However, pay attention.
Oh my.
He's still on his left leg. Is his foot planted yet? Is his right foot planted? No.
Good.
Right foot now. That's 1 step.
Wow.
Push off. If you wanted to call an offensive foul here, maybe you got that. But he is not committing an offensive foul even so, because it is in the natural motion of the ball to lay up. He gets to swing his arm free to lay up. But since he's being obstructed, as long as he doesn't shove and extend his elbow, it is not an offensive foul. Now watch this.
Come on.
He didn't extend his elbow, so therefore it's a legal move. So now what foot is he on again? His left foot. He's still on his left foot. It's now his 2nd step. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. He's on his 2nd step.
Okay.
Up,
okay.
jump.
Yeah, we could have played till
and landed. Where was the travel? Where was the travel? I'm gonna let it play again. And this time you can hear the commentary. Mind you, the commentators are NBA players. They've always had this rule in the NBA rule books. This isn't new. This is the advancement of the game that we keep talking about that happens. People aren't jumping higher than 48 inches anymore. You barely get 50. And unfortunately, even if you get a 50-inch vertical, you got Wemby, who's 7'6", for God's sakes, or 7'4". No, he's 7'6". You think a 50-inch vertical is going to stop that dude all the time? No, you're going to get your joint blocked, or he's going to yam it on you, right? So the advancement of the game. So that means you have to be able to know the movements and do all the movements you can to escape the defense legally. Okay, so let me play it again. This time with no fanfare from me.
50. Watch that. That's just 1 dribble right there.
Here, how many steps? Together.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Wow. Come on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we could have played till we're 50. Watch that. That's just 1 dribble right there.
Here, how many steps? Together.
Wrong. When he said gather, his hand didn't touch the ball yet. Gather is now.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
1.
Wow. Come on.
2.
Okay.
Same leg.
Okay.
Elevate. He didn't even elevate. All he did was just lose leave the ground, and fade and shoot it.
Yeah, we could have played till we're 50. Watch that.
All right, so now, in comparison, to prove to you this rule has not changed in the NBA, I'm going to show you the great, in my ideology, the greatest, Michael Jordan. Let's go. Not that shot. Nope. Not that one. Let's go to the back. The stutter step is a freeze move best utilized when the defender is backpedaling. This move requires quick feet and good reflexes. Michael Jordan had an exceptional stutter step, which is 100% true. So, let's go. This is the one I want to show you. He hopped, right? So that's a step, land, he bounced the ball at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then dribbled again, shot it. Let's see it in slow motion. One, 2, 3, 4. Did it again. Three steps. He's taking 3 steps before he dribbles. Based on your logic, if you take more than 2 steps before you dribble again, it's a travel. Not true. If you don't believe me, I got something to show ya. Let's go. Okay.
Truth of what the rule really is, dispel the myths, and once
Shout out to
and for
B-Ball
all,
Breakdown.
establish what is legal. Of course, refs are going to miss calls. They're going to misinterpret what they saw. But after these episodes, you'll know what the truth is and what should have happened.
Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. I am so excited to be on the court today to talk more about rules that we might not understand with Jeff Logan, who's a college referee. We've got Filet over here on IG. We got Devin Williams from 10,000 Hours / Devin in the Lab, and I'm Coach Nick. We're going to talk about the gather step today because it's probably the most misunderstood rule, the most that people scream and tear their hair out, and we got to get to the bottom of this stuff. We're on the court. Let's do it.
So my question is, what is a gather step? And you know, we have Jeff here to be able to explain that. Anytime somebody sees a dunk in slow motion, they always count 3 steps because of that first step, and then it goes to 1, 2. So my question is, I always hear the gather step. Jeff, what is a gather step?
Okay. Gather step is the placement of the ball into the 2 hands as you're going up to shoot or to lay the ball up. So the last dribble, 1, and then we count 1, 2 as far as the legal steps. in a gather step, going to the basket or shooting. I know a lot of people watch the videos and they want to say that that's traveling because they see 1, 2, 3, but it's that first step and then 1, 2 is what we count.
So let's just go over basics of what the actual gather step looks like. So now if I'm taking the dribble, 1, 2, then go for the layup, technically that should be legal. So just show me what a regular layup looks like. Now even if I were to grab the ball early, that first step still doesn't count. So if I grab it right here, 1, 2,
you're good.
Right.
Still good, right?
And let me even show you something like this. I can go like this. I can go dribble step, 1, 2.
Now that would come into question.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what they all do. I mean, that's how they do it.
That would come into question. I could understand an official calling a travel on that.
That was perfect though. He doesn't.
But I gotta do it smooth. So
He
it's
doesn't hang.
No, he's wrong.
Obviously,
So I'm gonna tell you why that's not correct. Cause he bounced it. He bounced it, stepped, caught it, stepped, 1, 2. He bounced it, step. He bounced it, caught it, step, step. Well, he bounced it, caught it, step, 1, 2. No, it's bounce, step, 1, 2, layup. Bounce, gather, step, 1. Bounce, gather, 1, 2, 3. Bounce, gather. Bounce, attempt to cross over. So bounce, dribble is still live, attempt to cross over. Nope, he's gonna steal it. Stop. 1, 2, lay. Leg is off the ground. Okay?
Steps, count the steps.
and this is
Everybody
something
count the
that
steps.
this is something that's a little bit tougher, but obviously it's a little bit easier when you're moving in slow motion to call it travel. But live, it's a lot harder.
Say this on that. If we don't see that other hand touch the ball,
They don't count it.
it's not a travel.
Yeah.
Because you
I could
could
dribble
still,
It could be like this.
yeah, you could still, yeah. You could still change motion,
I'm just saying I can go dribble, step,
okay?
gather, 1, 2.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right.
This is what I'm doing, but you're looking at me saying it's a little bit
Yeah, but
dicey. 'cause
when
I'm
you
doing
were
it all.
showing it earlier, you put your other hand on the ball.
But the speed shouldn't have any effect on whether it's legal or not. I can go really
We're
slow.
looking at
1, 2.
hands and feet,
Yeah.
okay? So we're looking at hands and feet. If your hand is on the side of the ball, or you have not brought the other hand to the ball, then we're legal.
Right.
Once-
So one last time, if I went like this, I go.
Watch your left hand.
Let's go back.
If I went like this, I go.
Watch your left hand. 1, 2. That's legal.
No, that's legal. That's
Yeah.
legal.
Watch.
Yep.
Watch. Dribble step. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Legal.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it fast, but that's what that's the whole thing. I think that's what really screws people up.
So now moving on, now that we understand that, let's go over what I like to call the windmill or the step through, whatever you want to call it. A lot of different terminology for it. You'll see Dwayne Wade do it, you see Kyrie do it. He'll run to the basket, he'll take a hard dribble and bring it over the top. 1, 2, into the left. Can you show us what that looks like live? And then going to the left. So basically with this swing over the top, or the windmill, I call it a windmill because you see the windmills you pass by the freeway. It's to protect, let me see, get you right here, Jess. It's to protect from when he has an arm, he goes for the ball, and then I will go over him right there. So that's kind of like the whole concept behind the windmill. So let me ask you this again, Jeff.
Okay.
is that a travel? If I go right here, you're standing there.
1, 2, and up. Legal play.
That goes back to the gather again, right? When
Yes.
you are at, even though the gather is kind of up over your head, right? Is that where you're getting it? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when the gather happens or
Exactly.
where. It could be over your head, it could be below,
Right.
here. Right. As long as the steps in the ball are in the sync.
So now let's take it to a different level. We'll go over something, we'll go the opposite way of the basket. We'll go away from the basket. So you see, normally we have our normal step backs. Right there, you can do it off the dribble. Step back, right? But now you're seeing players do something a little bit different. They're taking that dribble, pounding it, and running away. And then you take it to the Instagram, you've been seeing people do something similar where they'll put it behind their back. Now, my personal thing is that the ball is still in play, so now it's still live. So if I go right here and I'm still running, I can still put it back on the ground, or I could dribble it, same thing. I can hezzy it. So I'm gonna show you what that kind of looks like. So I can always still go to the basket. Another one. Into the shot. Now it looks a little bit funky, but if you think about it, my opinion that it's all the same. It's still live. So technically it would be dead once I have it right here. I put it behind, I connect it, because technically I could do this. But now if I end the dribble right here, I have 1, 2.
This is the reason why the Jeff Harden step back was controversial, because what Jeff Harden was doing was he would bounce it, step, catch 1, 2, dribble, step, well, bounce, step, 1, 2, well, bounce, step, 1, 2, pull up. And he never picked up his dribble, which is part of the reason why he was able to get those 2 extra steps, because the minute his 2 hands got on that ball is when he took those last 2 steps and pulled up and shot. It's unguardable, to be honest with you. It is literally unguardable. There's nothing you can do to stop it. And all you got to do is show me the defense. If I have the ball and I show you the defense, I can make the decision to bounce, step back, bounce, cross, and leave you if you push up too hard. Bounce. Oh, you're not taking it seriously? Step back, pull up, shoot. These are the things that I'm talking about, and this is why it is important for you to know the rules. If you paid attention to this video, you would know that Giannis was legal. Okay? So, let's go back to the videotape again.
That's just one dribble right there.
Ball's still in motion. It is still what they said was live. The ball is still live in his hand. Rolling. It's not gathered yet, because his second hand is not on the ball yet.
Whoa.
Same time. 1,
My goodness.
1,
Wow.
2,
Okay.
up there.
We could have played till we're 50. Watch that. That's just one dribble right there.
Here, how many steps? Well, it's the gather.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Wow. Come on. Okay. Yeah, we could have played till we're 50.
So, what's the difference between taking choppy steps versus long steps. So long as it's within the limits of a natural dribble, it doesn't matter how long of a step he took. As long as, and number two, the man is 7 feet tall. You really think he's not going to cover ground in 5 steps in the time that it takes a 7'6" wingspan arm to dribble a basketball? Are we kidding? And as fast as he is, this is why they call him the Greek Freak. He's not only tall, but he's athletic and fast. So you really think he's not going to take 5 steps before that next dribble? And then when he realizes he doesn't want to dribble, he gathers 1, 2, pull up, shoot. That's the end. You can feel how you want to feel about it. I understand. I'm old school. I know how the game was played. But when you understand the rule book, because in high school, they'll call that a travel. In college, they'll call it a travel. But in the NBA, since the 80s, that is not a travel. You just have to know how to use it. People's misinterpretation of the rules is why you have been limited in your thinking, to therefore why you cannot be so precise to get away with such things as what Giannis, what Steph Curry, what Jeff Harden is getting away with. James Harden, I keep calling him Jeff. James Harden, good Lord. Sorry, it's been a long day. But James Harden, what James Harden is getting away with all the time, is legal. It is no different than you using your credit card, knowing full well that you have 30 days to make the payment. And if you make that payment, if that button clicks on your phone to pay that bill at 11:59:58, it don't matter that they so-called got it at midnight or 12:01. Well, at midnight, it doesn't matter. You paid it at 11:58:59. Or even 11:59:59. You paid it at 11:59:59. Therefore, interest rate charges will not reach you. They are playing at 11:59. Are there moments that they shack the fool? Of course there are times that they shack the fool. LeBron walked like 7 miles. Him and Russell Westbrook took 9 steps. And never just had the ball, just started walking with it. That's a travel. We all know that. But some of y'all just want to be right so bad that you don't necessarily understand the gravity and the reality of what it is that I'm trying to explain to you. So, with that being said, I'm going to call it a night. Because, like I said, I've had a long day. I've had such a long day that I'm calling James Harden Jeff Harden. My man, oh my goodness. Just to land this plane real quick, because, yeah, it's really real. I've been up since 5 o'clock. I've been in meetings since 7:45 this morning. Did not get out of a meeting until 3:09 p.m. Okay, just keeping it real with you. Then on top of that, I had to run around, chase people down to get certain things signed, to then come back to understand some things about my job that I need to make clear, so that way I'm doing the best of my ability and I'm performing to the standard. And then when I was finally finished, I have to drive home 1 full hour. And I have to cook for myself because the missus wasn't home. Then I ate, and now I'm here. I'm done. So, I appreciate your time. If you guys decide to continue to watch this, feel free to comment below. My goal is to hit 500 subscribers. Right now we're at about 208. I'm looking to get 500. Can you hook a brother up? Could you hook me up? Hook me up with a subscription. Turn around and say a couple of things. Share it with your friends, family, and friends. Your friends, family, and loved ones. So that way that you could be the best you. Guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Have a nice day. Be the best you. Class is Stoutt. Here we go. Peace.